Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, today we are giving you the benchmark test results for the Galaxy S8 Plus. We're going to be going over three different benchmarks. We're going to be going over Geekbench 4, which is a great CPU tester for single core and multi-core tests. We're going to be going over 3D Mark for all the graphics intensive tests. We're going to be going over Antutu benchmark test for the overall phone test. So first let's go to which device we have on CPU Zoo. So we do have the Exynos octa-core version of this device, so we do not have the Snapdragon 835 version. So this is the octa-core version of it from the Exynos side. And overall we are going to have a 1080p display on for the test that I ran, so I didn't run it at the QHD version. However, the RAM does seem about to be only about 1/4 not taken, so that's not too good. However, the storage is a good amount on there, and that is the build number for the device, so you have an idea of the version of it. So it is pre-production, but even still, that being said, when we go to our Geekbench test, we can actually see that the single core ranked above every phone from last year on Samsung side and also on Android side. So for the Android testing, it looks like it did clear everything on the single core processor as well as the multi-core processor. So it clearly beats out every processor from last year from both Samsung and other Android devices. That being said, in terms of the graphics performance, we did have a really high score, actually getting in the top 3 currently out on the market. So this device came in at 3237, which, if you look at right here, is above the iPad Pro 9.7 inch that came out last year, but not above the iPad Pro, the original one, the 12 inch that came out. So it lands right in between these two, so falling to 3rd place out of all devices out on the market. That means it is better than the Google Pixel C, than the other iPhones on the market, than the Note 7, and the OnePlus 3, and all of the other devices in terms of graphics. This is pretty much going to be one of the best devices you can get out on the market. That being said, you also have a really good score on Antutu benchmark, so 17,7,624, which gives it a ranking in between the 2 iPhones from last year and above every other Android smartphone out in the market. So again, the OnePlus 3T, the Echo Pro 3, and a lot of the other heavy contenders, this did beat all of those. And because it landed right in between the 2 iPhones, it really is probably much on par with iPhones, if you want to say, because they use the same exact processor, same exact everything on those devices. So when you compare it, basically multi-core, the UX image process, and the 3D is where the Samsung seems to really shine, and Apple seems to really do better on RAM management, CPU in terms of different stuff when you don't need multi-core, and in terms of UX data, which gives you just an overall idea that in same thing is what it scores in on both of them, but in this case it's just overall going to be higher numbers on this side compared to that side. So it's pretty much right in between the iPhones for the overall test results, but in terms of Android, this is easily the best device out there on the market. When it comes to against Apple, it seems to be on par with it in terms of overall performance. However, in terms of graphics, it's definitely the highest phone out there on the market today. Alright guys, hopefully you did like this video. If you did, please give a like, thumbs up down below. If you want to see many more videos on the Galaxy S8, please check out our YouTube channel and subscribe, as we have the most coverage on the Galaxy S8 on YouTube. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.